You're not taking me very serious.
No, it was done. It was done.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
Hmm.
You were in here on violations on December 17 of 25.
Yeah.
I did nothing. I didn't assess any costs. You had a failure to report, failure to complete community service. I told you to complete your community service and provide proof by January 31, pay 200 by December 23 of 25, the rest by January 31 of 26. And I told you again, if you didn't have the money to call the court, we'd go on Zoom, I'd give you an extension. None of that happened.
Okay, I do have a lot going on. My daughter's still in the hospital, so that's why I just couldn't sink in. And the day I got a bill, I had to go straight to the hospital, stay there with my daughter for about 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks?
She's been there since December.
Is she still in?
Yes.
She's been there for 2 months?
No, a year and months. Like last December.
Well, December of 25, right?
December 2.
She's been in the hospital for 14 months?
Yes.
I don't remember us talking about this.
I did talk about it.
Your name?
Just the quote on, we did.
Remind me.
Yes, her daughter has been in the hospital. She reminded you the last time in her hearing, and she's been in the hospital for over a year now. She did provide proof of the community service today. And
All right, you're charged with a violation of probation. I took your plea. Let's see. I took your plea under section 771. I need Jessica. You pled guilty to failure to report. Hang on 1 second. This is the new one. This is a new one.
Yep.
Oh, it's the violation?
You're charged with failure to complete the economic crime prevention program with Class A Training Center. That's count 1. Do you understand the charge? Are you tired?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Count 2, that you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
Count 3, you failed to provide proof of completing 32 hours of community service by January 31 of 26. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, if you're found guilty, that would be 3 more technical violations. Your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 90 days. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights revocation and probation form?
Yes, I did.
If you plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial of any kind. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to an attorney. I'll be happy to provide you with one at public expense if you would like one. Would you like a lawyer to represent you?
Oh.
I'm going to ask you how you plead now. As to count 1, that you failed to attend the economic crime program with Class A Training Center. How do you plead?
Yes.
Did you fail to attend that program?
Yes, I did.
Count 2, that you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered by January 31 of 26. How do you plead?
Yes.
You failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered by January 31 of 26.
Uh-huh.
I'm asking, did you fail to pay all of your fines as you were ordered to pay?
Yes, yes,
Okay, but you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered, correct?
yes.
Count 3, that you failed to provide proof of completing 32 hours of community service by January 31 of 26. How do you plead?
Yes.
Did you fail to provide proof of completing your community service by that date?
Oh, yes, I didn't turn it in by the day.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
Huh?
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept your plea. I was probably too nice. I'll accept your plea as to all 3 counts.
I could pay the fines today and I got the community service paid that I didn't turn it in on time, but it was completed before the 31st.
based on the letter, it was completed prior to the due date, but she did turn it in until today, but those hours are now completed and confirmed.
What about the economic crime program?
That class is not in.
She did everything.
She did everything but the class at this point. She says that she has the money to pay today for her balance. Otherwise, though, the community service is done, the only thing left is the class. Her case was taken under the 771 delayed sentencing status. She's set for prosecutor review next week, February 19th.
And then the training, the program won't be done.
No, it will not. I don't know when the next class is offered. I know the last one was January 18th and she didn't attend now.
I placed her on probation on August the 28th, so she should be coming off February 28th, true?
Correct.
So I'm gonna extend probation for 2 months until April 28th of 26. There's additional costs of $50, additional probation fees of $40. Heather, I'm gonna need a new review hearing date sometime before that. And you have to make sure you complete the Class A training center, okay? I don't remember talking about your daughter, so I didn't make any notes on it. I don't know why. Complete the program at Class A, and why don't you give me a date, Heather, like in, let's see, we're already mid-February. Why don't you make it second
April,
week?
Judge, or,
Yeah, second week of April or so.
okay, we could do April 9th.
All right, we're gonna make it April 9th. Review hearing will be April 9th at 8:30, okay, ma'am? You're gonna pay all your fines now, right?
Yeah,
All right, I'll make a note. You're gonna pay all your fines costs now. Proof of completion of community service provided. I wish you well. If you do everything when you're supposed to, you're gonna end up with this case dismissed. It was taken under 771. You gotta have everything else done though, okay? April the 9th at 8:30 will be your review hearing date. I wish you well. You'll go down the hall, you'll get your dates, and we're all set.
Okay.
Good luck. And good luck with your daughter. I'm sorry you're going through that. I don't. Lobenberg. Jarek. Jacob Robert Lobenberg. Is that you?
Exactly, my name's.
Oh, where's Lobenberg? Oh, I see. 260-647-525 A and B. Okay, this is Judge Hessen's, I'm just gonna send it over there for her, okay, Heather? I believe it has her name on it. Is Lobenberg her case?
What's the case number on that again, Judge?
They keep sending them in here, 260-647-525. 260-647-525 A and B.
Let me
Yeah.
double check on that.
Taken Judge Hessen.
Yes, that is hers.
Zachary, okay, good enough. I'm gonna send it in there. Zachary Ryan Hines, 25G306-737 A and B. All right. Where's your lawyer?
Not know.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to wait for your lawyer. Okay, I'll pass the case. You can relax. I didn't. Shoshana Rochelle Curtis, 26T647-504 A and B. Could I have Zuko seated at the table here, my right, your left? And you can come up here, Ms. Curtis. Your name? Nice and loud for me. You're charged with driving on a suspended and defective equipment. You have the right to an attorney. If you want one, I will give you one. Would you like a lawyer?
No.
I'll arraign you and then I'll send you to the prosecutor. I'm gonna need that one sentencing with Mr. Gamber. You're
Judge,
charged
is
with
this
that.
Miss Curtis up here? Tashana Curtis?
What's
Is that
that?
who you- Is this Tashana Curtis? I'm sorry that you have at the podium.
Yeah.
She has 2 warrants that we're working on right now also.
All right.
And I believe it does look like though they are Judge Hessen, so I'm not sure if you just want to send her over there or when we're done with them. But just to give you a heads up.
All right, thank you. Ms. Curtis, you're charged with operating a motor vehicle on January 18 of 26 in the city of Trenton on Fortner West at 1:16 in the morning. They think you had defective equipment and a suspended license. That is a misdemeanor driving on a suspended, punishable by up to $500 in fines, 93 days jail costs, or all of those penalties. Do you understand that? Nice and loud.
Yeah,
Did you sign the advice of rights and read and understand the rights? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and we're not going to have a trial of any kind. You understand that? Yep. You still wish to waive your right to a lawyer? I'll enter a not guilty plea. You got to show up in court. Why, when was she, scheduled for court that she failed to appear on?
October 12th of 2022.
Oh, geez, I don't want to rush you here. What are you doing?
Bill Court, where?
Here, this place. You were supposed to be here in October of 22. Well, don't sound so aloof about it, okay? You're not endearing yourself to any judge when you pull that kind of nonsense. You're gonna be arraigned on those warrants next door. $500 personal bond. You're lucky you're getting a personal bond. Do you work? What are you acting like this for? Like I don't recall, like it's not a big deal. Like I forgot to pay my water bill that was $3.13. Young lady, don't play games. Judges don't like games. You want to play games? Go to the store, buy Scramble or Trouble or Monopoly or whatever else. Don't play games in here. You got it? Good. You'll go meet with the prosecutor. Either way, you'll come back in front of me, and then you have to go next door to Judge Hessen, and she will arraign you on those charges when they cancel the warrants. Good luck. Zuko. Either way, you're coming back in front of me, young lady. Joseph William Zuko, 26G306819A. And B, your name? You're charged with driving while license expired. You're also charged with no proof of insurance. You have the right to a lawyer. Do you want one? It is alleged that on January 7 of 26 that you did operate a motor vehicle on Middle Gibraltar near Jefferson in Gibraltar at 9:25 p.m. They think you had an expired license. That is a misdemeanor. It is punishable by up to $100 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those in 2 points. Do you understand that? You're also in court on a civil infraction charge of no proof of insurance. That's 0 points. Do you understand that? Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights. We're not going to have a trial of them. You understand that? All right. You still wish to waive your right to a lawyer? Enter a not guilty plea, $100 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without consent. You can't violate a law. You must appear in the court as directed. Why weren't you here on January 29th?
I thought that I court on Friday. I thought it was on the 30th.
Did you show up on the 30th?
No, I called up, you
What'd you call up here on what day?
called on the 30th.
For what? Why'd you call if you thought you had court? Why don't you just come up here?
I couldn't get the day off work. I was going to try to study. Told me that I had court on the 29th.
Go down, talk to the prosecutor, come back in. You have a seat right out in the hallway and they'll set you up. Good luck. Stevens Disposal, 260-647-612. Good morning, Mr. Osmond.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jeff Osmond on behalf of Stevens Disposal.
All right, so this could be a plea to overweight violation, agreed upon fines and costs of $400. And then you're going to also have the defective equipment will be dismissed, true?
Yes, sir.
You're authorized to enter that plea on behalf of the company?
Yes, Your Honor.
For the charge overweight, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Plea is accepted, fines cost $400, paid by March 12th. Defective equipment is dismissed. Have a good day, Mr. Osmond. Take care.
You too. You too.
Giles, Daniel Curtis Giles, 25T6460538. Do I have any of the victims here? I want to make sure that I don't have any of the victims here, and that includes Nicholas Cady. Is Nicholas Cady here? And if he is or isn't, is Benjamin Forrest here? Benjamin Forrest, Nicholas Cady. Mr. Gamber, good morning, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tim Gamber, on behalf of Mr. Giles, it's also President Flag, state your name, man.
Daniel Giles.
Give me 1 second here. All right, so the defendant had previously pled disorderly conduct, to disorderly conduct,
One count, I think, but good.
and then the other two were dismissed. So I have the A file. The victims were notified. Again, are either one of those people on Zoom? Heather?
No, Judge.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and proceed. Have you had a chance to review the report with your client? And are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
Yes, Your Honor, we have a couple. We did have a chance to review it this morning. Under the current doctor's care, he is seeing, Dr. McNally, which is MAKHNI, and that's for his knee. Under the health section, it indicated good. He is still rehabbing a torn ACL. Shall I continue?
You don't need to talk about his medical,
I'm just talking about like accuracy, judgment.
okay, good enough, good enough. Whatever you want. I mean, I'll
Yeah, I just
modify,
like to make the record clear.
that's fine. I'll modify the report in that aspect.
The third thing, his employment status indicated that he hadn't worked since August first, and that should read October first, which is the date of the alleged incident. A fourth issue that we had, Judge, was that, the probation department had recommended a site evaluation or basically, to be evaluated, and attend a mental health treatment as recommended by a approved agency. Your Honor, this is how we got here. He went into the hospital, he was anxious, he had some issues, he wanted to have it addressed. Came out of a psych hookup a week later with a torn ACL. So that's how we got here. In my,
Say that again.
he went to the hospital.
I know. And that's where he told him he had suicidal ideations, right?
Well,
And then he attacked the two.
that's the allegations that are, that.
Well, wait a
that's the
second.
allegations that are
Be
made.
careful with me because your client pled, you keep saying alleged. There's no alleged anymore. He pled no contest to disorderly conduct. I relied on the police report to establish a factual basis. It said he went over to Corwell. They were going to treat him. And he had suicidal ideations and started punching a couple of the attendants, the nurses, right?
That was the allegation.
Well, there's no allegation. Wait a minute, slow down. Stop saying allegation. This is a no contest plea.
That's accurately reflected on the.
Okay, so you allowed, you said you stipulate, when you do a no contest plea, you stipulated to the use by the court of the police report. And that's what the police report says. I mean,
Okay,
if he's, well, I'm just telling you, if you're gonna continue to say allegations, maybe he shouldn't have pled to anything if he's denying any of this. I'm only pointing out why they recommended that.
Perhaps, I'll move along on that one.
Okay, go ahead.
And then just as far as the fines, Your Honor, I'd ask the clerk to take into consideration the fact that he has not worked and has not been able to since October 1st. And that's all the corrections or additions that we have on the pre-sentence investigation as well.
All right, anything else?
Nothing at this time.
Sir, is there anything you'd like to say? I mean, your conduct was out of hand here. It was out of hand. And the prosecutor was very generous, and that's their business, and I'm not gonna get involved in it, but you start assaulting people, and I realize, I'm just saying, I realized the plea was to disorderly conduct, but I relied on the police report, and all the police reports brought with is you punching these guys, and you telling them you had suicidal ideations. I'm gonna go ahead and place you on probation for 12 months. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. You're to undergo a psychological evaluation and treatment if recommended. You're not to have any contact with the victims, Nicholas Cady and or Benjamin Forrest. You're to pay fines in the amount of $200, costs in the amount of $150, $75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. So fines and costs are $475, screening fees $60 for $535, probation fees are $240 for $775. So again, No contact with the victims. Psychological evaluation and treatment if recommended. I want to order 5 days jail credit, 1 serve 4, and I'll let you serve those as follows. You're going to serve, and I realize you have this issue going on with your feet or with your ACL. 3 days court work program, 1 day community service, $105 in court work program fees. And I'll make sure that defendant not to be scheduled for court work program, not to be scheduled for court work program until at least August. And if you have a problem that prohibits you from still doing it in August, you bring your doctor's note and I'll revisit that. 1 day community service, I'll give you until May the 1st to complete that. That you can do that at any sedentary place. And the total here is $880. If you violate, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 90 days. You have 21 days to appeal. You have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer. Any questions? Mr. Gamber, anything else?
Nothing, Your Honor.
So when can he pay these? Do you want me to set him up on a payment plan?
Yes, please. I mean, until he gets a job and is able to get some income, I'm just gonna need a payment plan if that's possible.
Yeah, I'll do $200 a month, and we'll start that beginning on July the 1st. How's that?
July 1?
July 1. And if he doesn't have the money to pay at any point, all he has to do is call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll give him an extension. You'll meet with probation here. Anything else?
I'll be at this time, Your Honor.
Sure, anything else? Any questions? Best of luck to you. Luke Anthony Durant. Luke Anthony Durant, you will meet with probation, 262-647-447. Sir, you can come up right this way.
Right here.
Good morning, your name?
Morning. Luke's rent.
You're charged with disorderly places. Charging, they're saying you're the homeowner. The police have had 5 separate incidents that they were dispatched for: alleged kidnapping, hit and run, drug paraphernalia, MDOP, and overdose, along with numerous noise complaints. You have the right to a lawyer. If you want one, I'll be happy to provide you with one. Would you like a lawyer?
I would like a continuance because I had not had a chance to meet with my lawyer because he had a personal matter to attend to.
I don't have an appearance from anybody. Have you contacted a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have a problem with that. I'll go ahead. I'll give you 2 weeks, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
And so we're gonna adjourn this out to my next docket. You can go hire your lawyer. And we'll see you back here. It should be the 26th, right, Heather?
That's correct, Judge.
We'll do 8:30 in the morning, so you and your lawyer can come in here then, okay?
Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right, any questions?
Understood.
Go right down the hall, they'll give you your notice. Thank you. Zachary Ryan Hines, 25G306-737 A and B.
Still act for the defendant. Good morning, Governor. Step forward.
Good morning.
I'm sorry I stepped out.
That's all right. I just need him to sign this advice of rights. Why don't you have him sign this first? Yes.
And Judge, can I just interrupt for a moment? We have
Sure.
Miss Medina and Mr. Cayley on for, just so we can address that Jose Rodriguez Medina before Mr. Cayley starts Judge Hessen's docket.
Yeah. Do you have the file, Roger?
The file should be in there with, I gave it to John.
Okay, good to know.
You want to sit down, Judge? Will?
Yeah, let me take that one real quick. He can take his time signing that, and I'll move on this one
Judge,
here.
I do have an update on that. As of the end of the day yesterday, we finally got a number from the defendant's stepfather.
Okay,
I do
let me
have an update.
call the case, and then we'll put everything on record. People against
Okay.
Jose Gabriel Rodriguez Medina, 25F245235. Mr. Cayley, your appearance?
Morning, Your Honor. Roger Kelly on behalf of People City of Flat Rock.
Good morning, Ms. Medina, your appearance?
Good morning, Your Honor. Crystal Marie Medina on behalf of Mr. Jose Rodriguez Medina.
So this is what I was told. This is a drunk driving, and there was something, it was from November 26 to 25. Apparently, he's in the custody of ICE. We had summoned, ICE had told us that they were going to have him on video, and I'm going to let you fill in, Heather, but this is my understanding. We got an interpreter here, right? She showed up. ICE never produced the client on video, so we rescheduled it today. She's written them a multitude of times. They have not responded, but now she's saying she got something yesterday. So far, did I say everything correctly, Heather?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so go ahead and fill us in with the update if you would.
So I was given a phone number by the stepfather yesterday. He called. It was a direct number to the jail. I spoke with somebody at the jail yesterday. They provided me with an email address, which I emailed this morning. They told me to give it possibly 48 hours for a response, for me to get the information back on how to get him in front of a camera. So hopefully that will get us in the right direction to get him on camera now. I have a direct contact with somebody at the jail. So we should be able the next couple weeks get him in front of the camera now.
So what do you want me to do? Just adjourn it without date, or do you want to schedule it on Mr. Cayley's next Flat Rock docket with me?
Well, our next Flat Rock docket, I'm hoping I did put in the email, as long as we can get it an interpreter. Our next Flat Rock docket is next Thursday. And I did state that in the email. If it's possible for us to get him on then, that would be great. If not, we would have to adjourn it to that March 3rd one.
All right, so that, Ms. Medina, I'm going to ask you to stay in touch with Heather, okay? And Mr. Cayley, you'll be here anyway if we can go next week. So I'll just say adjourn, date to be scheduled by clerk, but
Yeah.
you can, but go ahead.
Sorry, Your Honor, so yes, I would really hope, because my concern is, right, I'm trying to resolve the matter before there is any, more permanent maybe or potential movement with my client. And so I would try our best for the 19th if we could. What I would ask the court is, on that day, I believe I am in person in Howell. Would I be able to appear via Zoom, since my client's going to be on Zoom? And
That's fine. Yeah, but you'll work out the time with Heather if they respond appropriately. I won't have a problem with that, okay?
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate you.
Ms. Medina, I will start CCing you on the emails.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate you, Heather.
Not a
Thanks, you
problem.
guys. All right, thank you. Hopefully we'll
Thank
see you
you.
next week on this. Thanks.
Hopefully,
All right.
thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Zachary Ryan Hines, 25G306737A.
Judge, may I approach again? I have.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so your appearance, Mr. Zolnik?
We have, Mr. Hines, state your name clearly, please.
Second, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning. So he's charged with operating while intoxicated. He's charged with refused PBT. As I understand it, prosecutor is going to dismiss the OWI. He's going to plead to operating while impaired. He's going to plead to refuse PBT, and he's going to join the sobriety court, right?
Is that right, Mr. Hines?
Yes, sir.
You sure you want to do that? You want to understand everything about it?
100%.
All right. Okay.
To help I.
Good.
Judge,
Good.
he indicated when we spoke about 3 seconds before I crashed my car 2 weeks ago, Mr. Hines told me that had he gotten the addressing of his sobriety issues in his first offense, he would never be here today. This is a critical moment because it's a life changer. He's a young man working for a governmental entity. He's going to lose his commercial driver's license for life. He'll never get it back. So he's going into family medical leave to get medical care for sobriety and then try to find a job when he becomes.
Okay.
So
Well,
it's a big step for him.
all right. So you understand everything.
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty to operating while impaired, these are the possible penalties: up to 300 fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service. Court costs are all those. 4 points, license suspension or revocation in accordance with your record. And I will have to immobilize your vehicle here today. Do you understand that?
The car that you were operating at the time of the accident, the arrest, where's the car right now?
It's at my.
All right, so there's no arranged with the court.
So I'll have to order a mobilization of that. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you join sobriety court, though, 45 days after sentencing, you're entitled to a restricted license that would enable you to drive to and, but, so these will kind of run concurrent. It's better for you with us immobilizing it now rather than at the sentencing. It's always my practice to do it at the plea, but I'm just telling you that I'll give you the minimum of 90 days. And by the time we get around to sentencing, you will be about 5, 6 weeks in, and then you'll have 45 days till you're eligible for a restricted. You understand all that?
Can you explain it another?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I have to order that you put a club on the steering wheel. A company's going to come out and they're going to put a club on your steering wheel. And I'm going to give you 7 days to complete that process. I will then sentence you because we're going to put you through a bond phase and you're going to be paying for a lot of things right now at your own expense, like testing, SoberLink device, anything that carries any kind of fee with it, we're going to pick up at the time of the sentence. So we'll pay for your SoberLink, we'll pay for your testing, so long as you test every time and you test negative every time. But it's really an arduous process. You're going to be going to testing 3 times a week. You're going to have to meet with me every other week, probation on the other weeks that you don't meet with me. You're going to be going to treatment. You're going to be going to AA. Lot involved. You're going to have to go to an ARM program. You're going to be living here in a lot of ways. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. And I already went to the guidance center and I'm seeking treatment there.
All right. Let me take the plea first. I'm getting way ahead of myself. You did sign and read and understand the advice of rights, correct?
Yes, sir.
To the charge operating while visibly impaired, how do you plead?
13.
On November 23 at 25 at 12:44 in the morning, were you operating a motor vehicle in Gibraltar near Meadowlark in Gibraltar?
Yes.
Did you drink alcohol prior to that? And if so, what did you drink and how much?
Yes, sir. I was drinking beer and I had about 4 or 5 beers.
Okay. And why were you pulled over by the police? Do you know?
They told me I was smoking.
Do you think you were swerving?
I know I was swerving because the vehicle in front of me swerved.
All right. But do you think you were swerving? Let me put it this way, at least in part because of your alcohol consumption.
Yes, sir.
Did he take an intoxilizer or a blood?
That's a blood product.
And what were the results of that?
No, it wasn't a blood draw, it was intoxicating.
Yeah.
Would you remember the results? I gotta get my file over if you said.
I want to say 0.14.
That's right, 14.
All right. You stipulate that that was an accurate reading for purposes of the plea, Mr. Solnick? And are you on probation or parole, sir?
Yes, sir.
We actually have a 0.150 and a 0.157. And you stipulate that was accurate? Sir, anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
All right. And to the charge of the refusal, you plead responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Okay, I'll accept the plea to operating while impaired. I'll accept the plea to PBT refusal. I'll dismiss the OWI, refer you for screening and assessment. You're going to follow all their bond conditions. We're going to give you a sentence date probably around the 3rd week of March, Heather. And so we'll put you through the bond phase. Hopefully you get through that with swimming colors and we can go ahead and accept you into the program.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, Mr. Hines asked the family, your mother and father, if there are any explanatory or cognitive issues that need to be addressed, they'll be here with them.
Okay.
That'll
Heather,
be
yeah,
March 18th, the judge at
Okay.
8:30.
Very well.
at 8:30, March 18th at 8:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I wish you well. Go down the hall, get your notice, go meet with probation, make sure everything's in order, all right?
Okay.
Have a good day. Thanks, Mr. Susowitz. Brian Susowitz, 25F243700. Which one do you have, Mr. Westmoreland?
Ms. Wilson, you should walk in Raymond, but I was able to also retry it.
Okay, your name, sir?
Brian.
You're charged with a noise violation. You have the right to a lawyer. Do you want one?
Yes.
Where you been?
I've been in jail. I've been going through a lot of new stuff. I'm working
How long you been in jail?
like 92 days.
When?
I just got up.
You were supposed to be here back in May of 25. Why didn't you show up? You missed twice. How come?
I have no.
Didn't have a ride. If I hear that one more time, I didn't have a ride. You can go out in the hallway. We'll set you up with a lawyer, okay?
All right.
Thank you. Do I have this lawyer's Blue Star equipment?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm trying to find your file, so it's probably just overweight or something, right? Or
It is,
Do we-
Your Honor.
do we have Blue Star equipment up here somewhere, you guys?
Might be under this.
All right, People Against Blue Star Equipment LLC, 260-647-607. All right, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm George Howell, P 74468, appearing on behalf of Blue Star Equipment. I do have authority from my client to resolve this matter on their behalf. I've met with the city attorney, and we've agreed to stipulated fines and costs of $1,200.
All right, to that charge on behalf of the company of Overweight, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible, Your Honor.
Please accepted, $1,200 paid by March 12th, okay?
March 12th. Very good. Thank you very much.
Have a good day, thanks.
Too. Thank you, Your Honor.
And this one has to be set up with a lawyer. And you said you have which one?
Ms. Wilson.
Tina Wilson. Tina Marie Wilson, 25G 82771A and B. You can have a seat there if you'd like, ma'am. Is that a cup of water or what is that? Well, I don't want you to vomit.
Me either.
Geez, oh Pete, relax. Take a deep breath and sit down.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Corey Westmoreland appearing on behalf of Ms. Wilson.
Now I know why you think you might vomit. You haven't been here in 6 months. How come?
Kidney failure. I'm very sick.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so you pre-tried this, right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Let me just figure out what we've got. We got an abandoned vehicle charge. What is this? It was property maintenance, abandoned vehicle on street. Okay. So she owes on that and she's going to plead to the civil infraction of loitering, right?
That's correct.
All right. So she's going to plead to loitering. They're going to dismiss the original charge on file A, and then she's going to plead. She's got the default judgment on the other case, right?
Correct, Judge.
Ma'am, you want to plead the loitering? Your lawyer did a good job for you. You want to plead the loitering? It's a civil infraction. You can't go to the charge of loitering, responsible or not responsible.
Responsible.
$150. Property maintenance charge is dismissed. So you owe $150 plus you owe the 213, I believe I saw, right?
I believe that was it, Judge. I'm looking real quick to double check it on that.
I thought I saw 213.
It is 213.
So you owe $363. Can you pay all this?
She's able to pay 100 today, and she would need a payment plan. Due to her health, she's unable to work, so she's.
Are you on disability?
No, she needs to be. Absolutely.
I signed up for it. It's in process.
Okay, all right. All right, so on the loitering charge, let's do the abandoned vehicle. Who's this with you?
My name.
Her next door neighbor says, "Oh,
Well, that's nice. We all need good neighbors like that.
Yes.
All right. Is there a way you can come up with a little more, like $40 more on top of the 100? You pay one, he's shaking his head, yes. Do you want to confirm that with him?
there."
He owes my money for me.
You pay $140 today on the abandoned vehicle and I'll waive the balance on that, okay?
Thank you.
And you'll still owe $150 and I'm just going to give you on the civil infraction charge, I'll just give you until April 1st to pay that. Can you do that?
Sure.
They'll make it.
And if you can't pay by then, you call the court, we'll go on Zoom, I'll give you an extension. Just don't ignore me. I wish you well. You're fine. See, it wasn't so bad. You didn't throw up or anything. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good
Have
luck.
a nice one.
Thanks, you too.
Couldn't move fast enough to get to the bathroom, so I brought it up.
All right, you're fine. Relax. All right, Joseph Zuko here. Which one does Mr. Hamid send me? Al Marisi, do you guys have that?
Marisi.
I'll call him next. I got it right here. I'll call you next. Zuko. 263068198. Your name? All right, we're gonna adjourn this so you can clear your suspensions, right? I'll adjourn it to the 26th. Heather, what do you have? We'll just make it, what, 8:45?
Yes, we can do that, Judge.
We'll do it at 8:45 on August February the 26th, okay? Go down the hall, get your notice, and you're all set. Thank you. Mozan Ami El Marisi, 260-646-568. Good morning, Mr. Hamid. How are you? Your appearance?
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Mosabi Hamid, P34663, up here on behalf of Mohsen and Marasi. How are you, Your Honor?
Good. How about you? You're going to plead the impeding for him, and then they're going to dismiss the speeding, right?
That's correct, Your Honor. I'm authorized to handle this matter for him.
All right. To that charge of impeding, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll accept the plea to impeding 170, and I'll give him till the 19th to pay, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a blessed holiday.
You too. Take care of yourself. Thank you.
Thank you.
John, if you want to get that other case, Judge Hesson's Curtis, I'll just go ahead and I know.
I took it down already.
Okay, all right. Tashana Rochelle Curtis, 260-647-504A and B. Your name, ma'am?
Sean Curtis.
All right, nice and loud. You're going to plead to no operator's license on person, right? They're going to dismiss the driving on a suspended, true? If you do that, the possible penalties are up to 100 fines, 90 days jail, costs, or all those. Do you understand that? And again, did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a trial or a hearing. Do you understand that? You have the right to a lawyer. Do you still wish to waive your right to a lawyer? Just keep your voice up for me, okay? To the charge, no valid operator's license on person. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you operating a motor vehicle January 18 of 26 in the city of Trenton, County of Wayne on Fortner West at 1:16 in the morning? Did you have a valid license on your person? Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No.
Please accept that the no ops, the suspend is dismissed. I'm ready to sentence you. You ready? Anything you'd like to say? You got to stop doing. And then you don't show up and you go out and got another one apparently. 100 fines, 70 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, $295 or 60 days. You can go down the hall and pay that, okay? And you have that to pay, correct?
Yes.
All right. And by the way, did he address the defective equipment? Oh, and I'm also dismissing the defective equipment too. So you can go down the hall, pay your $295, and then go in front of Judge Hesson, okay? Good luck. All right, William Michael James. 23B726981. Your name?
William J.
All right, we're gonna call in Beth on this. You're charged with failure to submit to twice weekly chemical testing on January the 29th of 26. That is the charge. If you plead guilty, or if you are found guilty, this would be a first technical violation. You could get 5 days jail. Do you understand that? Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and she can appear from there if she wants, John. You'll be giving up all those rights, and there will be no hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. You have the right to a lawyer.
I got, Crawford.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
All right, get Mr. Crawford in here.
Who's that?
Mr. Crawford.
Got my phone in there.
He's
Which Beth has this too, if you want to take care of it after.
Okay. Why don't you have a seat?
But that's price.
Vince, would you please get Mr. Crawford in here for me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I'm gonna need some more of these, you maybe just kind of try to remember to, well, probation violation sheet. These things, the arraignment hearing, so just, all right, you ready? People against William Michael James, 23B 726-981.
Good morning, Your Honor, Michael Crawford, is an interfering approach.
Sir, your name? Ms. Wild, your name?
Elizabeth Osprey, Your Honor.
All right, your client is charged with failure to submit the twice weekly chemical testing on January 29th. How is he going to proceed?
Your Honor, my client will be guilty.
If you plead guilty, again, this is your first technical violation. You could get 5 days jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a hearing of any kind. Understand that?
Yes, sir.
To the charge that you failed to submit the twice weekly chemical testing on January the 29th, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you fail to submit the testing on that day? Did you fail to submit the testing on that day?
Yes.
Anybody force you to plead guilty? I'll accept the plea. What happened?
Your Honor, my client just blew it. He just missed the call, forgot to call, woke up early, gets up early, too long to work, I called him today, failed to call.
What day of the week was that?
What's a Thursday, Your Honor?
Why'd you forget to call?
Well, he works 70+ hours a week, he was just getting out to work, gets up at 3:30, the place opens up at 4:30, he's on the stage, just messed up this one time. He won't do it again.
You sure?
I'm positive. Tell when I look at and listen to him, a good judge of character.
Mr. James?
Yeah, Mr. James is very compliant, Your Honor. I reviewed his file. I haven't been able to sit down with him yet since I took over supervision from Emily, but he's done with his work program, his community service, his sober link was spot on, VIP's done. He completed ARM. He indicated to me that he's completed with his outpatient. There wasn't a letter of verification of that in the file. I've already reached out to Anthony from Higuera to obtain that information. His money is paid. I do think this was a mistake on his part, a little lack of responsibility, but he is very compliant with his sobriety court term. And this should not affect his phase out at the end.
Right. I'll accept the plea. I'm going to sentence you to pay costs of $75, and you have to serve 6 hours of community service by March the 15th, okay? 6 hours community service by March the 15th, and you're all set. Stay straight, stay narrow. Don't miss again, okay? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You can do out Summer Lori Greathouse.
I just have to grab her information.
Go ahead.
From a violation, Judge.
Purdy. Mark Daniel Purdy. Who's your lawyer? 26T645-104. All right, your name?
Mark Purdy.
All right. You pled guilty under section 771.1 to the charge of firearm transportation, improper firearm transportation. I read your statement that you gave the probation. We've given you a copy of the pre-sentence report. Have you had a chance to review that report, and are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
I didn't review anything. I didn't receive it.
Okay, we set that, she sent it to you on March the 5th, or February the 5th.
February 5th? Was it an email or?
Yes, John, give him my copy of the report, unless you have another copy. Here, you sit down there and you read this, and we'll go from there, okay? And then once you're done, you tell my court officer and I'll recall it. Did you need something, Mr. Gamber?
Your Honor, I have an issue, and I'd like to try to address it off the record if we could.
What is the issue?
Can I come up?
Come on. Yeah.
This was. Originally said it, 771.
They didn't write that, nobody had that on, no.
Yeah, I know, and I just talked to a prosecutor, and he basically a box that was mischecked. I thought that there was something to be done.
Well, then get them in here. Get the fuck. Talk to me about it.
No, I just want to make sure, Judge, whatever, however, look, I feel like, you know, that
It wasn't on the sheet.
no, I know. And I just feel like,
Get the prosecutor. Who was, is that a Trenton case?
Yes.
Yeah, get the prosecutor.
have it on the record.
Well, we can do chambers. I'm fine with going in chambers, the three of us.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you, sir.
Sure. Okay, are you ready on that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need the file too, John. Heather, I'm gonna need that file back on that,
What's the name of
I
it?
have it.
okay.
Should I keep it or give it back?
You can give it to my court officer. Mark Daniel Purdy, 26T645-104. Your name?
Mark.
All right, so you pled to illegal transportation of a firearm. I read this. I think it was an honest mistake. You had a CPL, but it expired how much? Well, before we go on, I need to tell you, you have the right to a lawyer.
Yeah.
Even though you waived it before, you still have the right to one, and if you want one, I'll give you one. Do you want a lawyer? Did you review this pre-sentence report?
Yeah,
Is everything in the report accurate?
yes,
Okay, so there's nothing in here that you need to tell me differently, right?
nope.
Okay. What would you like to tell me?
About,
How long did the CPL expire before you?
I had just redid the course and I have the certificate. I just hadn't took it to the sheriff's, the sheriff's office, do the background check and all that stuff again. I just didn't do it and then it lapsed. So it's only good for I don't know, 2 years or whatever it is. I just forgot to take it down there, but I usually don't carry my guns on me anyways, even when I have.
I know, you were taking it over to your brothers.
Yes,
Is that all true, what you wrote in the statement?
yes.
You were taking them there because you were gonna be out of town for a couple of weeks?
I was leaving out of town, yes.
And your
yes,
kids, you had kids at home?
Yes, I have a safe that I use at his house. He has a big safe, gun safe. That's where my guns go if I'm out of town or
All right.
work or anything.
Anything else you want to say?
No,
Is there any reason why you need to go undergo a psychiatric evaluation?
no,
Have you ever undergone that before?
no.
6 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. I am taking this under section 771.1, so if you're compliant, I'll dismiss. You're to attend a handgun safety prevention program. You're going to serve 2 days of community service. Your community service in this case has to be done no later than April the 1st. I'm going to give you a review hearing date. You have to attend a handgun safety program and do the community service of 16 hours by April 1st. Fines are 100, costs 100, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 60 screening fee. Your total there amounts to 385, and you have probation fees of 120 for 505. You stay out of trouble, you pay your fines, do your community service, attend that program. I'll give you a review hearing date. Be glad to dismiss the case. I think it was an honest mistake here. I'll give you a review hearing date in 6 months. You are eligible for early discharge after half the time. So if you do everything, you can get a hold of the prosecutor and you can say, hey, do you mind moving to dismiss this after 3 months. Okay, that's their bailiwick. I mean, you're entitled to early discharge, but when it's under a statute, and they're very, very, very likely to sign off on it. So Heather, why don't you give me a date in late July or whatever, very early August?
We can do August 6th.
August 6th at 8:30. Sir, and can you pay all this today or do you need time?
What was everything in total?
505.
505, yeah, I can pay it.
Okay, you pay that now, you'll meet with probation and you're all set. First, go down and get your notice and make your payment. Best of luck. Thank you.
Does this cover this?
Yes. Let me do your bond violation and then we'll get prosecutor in there. Summer Lori Greathouse, 25F 245336.
Judge.
Your name?
Elizabeth Ross, probationary.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole true self you got.
I do, Your Honor. I just passed up to you, because there are numerous, violations, numerous positive blows on sober link, so that way, you have that in writing.
This is the one with the fourth offense.
That is correct, Your Honor.
And are you adopting this? You've got a document that says, and I can read them real quick. She was positive for alcohol in the sober link on February 8 at 7:27 p.m. She was positive and with these numbers corresponding on this document. February 9th at 11 a.m., 11:17, 11:34, 11:53 a.m., 3:26, 3:44, 7:22, 7:40, 7:57, 11:22, 11:39 p.m. Also on February 10 at 11:27 and 11:44 a.m. Also on February 10 at 3:27, 3:44, 4:02, 4:19, 4:37, 7:29, and 11:18 p.m. And then again on February 11 at 11:25, 11:43, 12:02, 7:11, and 11 p.m. She failed the blow, right?
That is correct, Your Honor.
This is the document you prepared?
That is correct.
Sign it, will you, for me, please? I'm gonna find that there's been a violation of defendant's, defendant has violated bond conditions. I want you to go into Mr. Longton's office. I want you to tell him I'd like him and his client to appear here if he's available this ASAP this morning.
Yes, Your Honor, in person?
In person. I'm issuing a bench warrant, revoking the release, forfeiting her bond, and issuing a bench warrant pending a hearing. The bench warrant will be in the amount of 10,000, 10%. Boy, this is not good. Thank you.
Thank you.
So call him and see when he can come in.
I will, Your
Get the prosecutor, if you would, counsel. I'm gonna take this one. Susowitz, Brian Susowitz.
Yeah.
This is 25F 243700. Does he really want to do this under is this under 771?
I don't believe so.
He just put it under that.
If he did, that's fine with me.
I mean, the guy just was in jail for 93 days. I mean, it's a noise violation. I mean, if you think you want, I would just give him fines and costs. He's got a heck of a record. If he was going to go to become a priest or something, I would, you know what I mean?
Yes.
He just wrote it in this line that he usually checks a box for statute. He didn't do that. Noise violation.
That's what he proposed to me, that he had to plead guilty as charged. And,
But, recommend fines and costs.
recommend fines and costs.
I'm fine with that.
Sir?
But we're not gonna fool around with 771, right?
No, I wasn't even aware of that.
Okay, good enough. So do you understand? State your name. Do you understand what your lawyer just said? So first of all, I guess I gotta have him, he's gonna stay in mute, waive formal reading for arraignment purposes.
He will, Your Honor.
And then he's going to plead guilty to a noise violation with the prosecutor recommending fines and costs only, right?
Yes.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
That is punishable by up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. Do you understand that? And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights? You plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights. There will be no hearing or trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
To the charge of noise violation, how do you plead? Were you at Walnut Creek Drive, 28227 Walnut Creek Drive, Flat Rock, April 4, 25 at 3:54 in the morning? Were you yelling? Were you yelling racial slurs?
I might have, I was John.
Why would you be yelling racial slurs? I'm sorry?
Not sure.
I hate that. I always think when somebody, is making slurs about anybody, they must be emperor of the planet or something. You know what I mean? Like, who are they? I hate that.
Unfortunately, alcohol can fuel a lot.
Yeah, I know, but we don't usually say things unless we feel like them, whether we're drunk or not. That's my issue with it. All right, I'll accept the plea. I'll go along with this fines and costs, but you're going to pay some fines and costs. Anything?
Yes, Your Honor, he is working, but he does have some obligation, Your Honor. He has a family that he supports and some other bills as well. So this is not a violent offense, fortunately.
I know.
So I'm asking for a minimal amount of fine.
I just don't like these. I just don't understand it. Anything you want to say?
I was in a bad state of mind. Wasn't living how I was supposed to live. There's not an excuse. I understand that. But
Your record is horrible.
I know I'm trying to turn it around. I got a daughter now. I got another place.
I just don't, there's no place for racism in our society. Some people think it's cute. I find it disgusting. 200 fines, 225 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 550 or 90 days. I'll let you pay this at the rate of 50 per week. And you can start to pay this beginning on February the 27th. If you need more time, you come talk to me. Don't be doing that. Good luck. Thank you.
Judge, he does need to go over to Judge Hessens now. He has a
Need
case
to go
over
to
there.
Judge
too.
Hessens too. Come on back.
All right, take care. Go to SL first.
A judge believed a gun case was nothing more than an honest mistake, but that didn't mean there would be no consequences. The defendant appeared in court after being charged with illegally transporting firearms. At first glance, the case sounded serious. However, once the judge reviewed the facts, a very different picture emerged. The defendant had previously possessed a concealed pistol license, commonly known as a CPL, but it had expired. He explained that he had already completed the renewal course and even had the certificate in hand. The problem was that he never finished the final steps required to renew the license. Before he realized it, the permit had lapsed. The judge questioned him carefully about what happened. The defendant explained that he was preparing to leave town for several weeks and wanted to store his firearms safely while he was away. Rather than leaving them at home, he planned to place them inside a large gun safe at his brother's house. According to his statement, he was transporting the firearms for safekeeping because he had children at home and wanted the weapons secured while he traveled. After reviewing the report and hearing the explanation, the judge made it clear that he did not believe this was a case involving criminal intent. In fact, he openly stated that he thought the defendant had simply made an honest mistake, but the court still expected accountability. Instead of imposing jail time, the judge placed the defendant on 6 months of probation and ordered him to complete a handgun safety program, perform community service, and stay out of trouble. A defendant walked into court expecting a simple hearing. Instead, a judge reviewed pages of alcohol monitoring violations and immediately issued a bench warrant. The case involved a woman already facing serious charges connected to a fourth alcohol-related offense. As part of her release conditions, she had been ordered to use a SoberLink monitoring device. The system required regular alcohol tests and was designed to ensure she remained sober while her case moved through the court system. But according to probation officials, things went terribly wrong. During the hearing, the probation officer presented a long list of alleged violations. The court was told that the defendant had recorded numerous positive alcohol tests over multiple days. Test after test reportedly showed alcohol consumption, and there were also instances where required tests were missed entirely. As the violations were read into the record, the judge's concern became obvious. The judge reviewed the documentation and wasted little time reaching a decision. After hearing the evidence, he formally found probable cause that the defendant had violated the conditions of her bond. The judge immediately revoked her release, forfeited her bond, and ordered a bench warrant for her arrest. He also directed court staff to contact the defense attorney and have both the attorney and defendant appear in court as soon as possible. Then came the line that summed up the situation perfectly. Looking over the repeated violations, the judge simply remarked, "Boy, this is not good." It was clear he viewed the allegations as serious and believed immediate action was necessary to protect the integrity of the court's orders. The hearing serves as a reminder that bond conditions are not suggestions. When a judge orders sobriety monitoring, compliance is expected. Failing to follow those conditions can result in revoked bond, arrest warrants, and an even more difficult road ahead in court. Now the defendant must return to court and explain the violations while facing the possibility of stricter conditions or even jail. Question: if someone repeatedly violates alcohol monitoring conditions while out on bond, should judges automatically revoke their release? Like, comment, and subscribe for more